on Facebook. The success on Facebook. Facebook obviously was started by Mark Zuckerberg, who apparently stole the idea of the Winklevoss brothers. Remember, you know the story. You watched what you call it? The movie, you watched he had stolen the idea apparently from the Winklevoss brothers. But when Facebook started, it was a simple website where it was targeted at Harvard University because it was at Harvard. It was targeted at Harvard University graduates, and the purpose of it was that girls were supposed to load. Actually, not even girls were supposed to load. He hacked into student accounts and loaded pictures of girls who were on campus. Remember, and then he now advertised this thing, and they were supposed to go on there and click and like to say I like or I do not like or whatever. That was how it started. This whole thing. Right. It was a social thing. There was no money to it. Then they decided, hey, we can make more money because not only Harvard wanted it, they now wanted by other universities. And then they thought it might make sense for us to be able to do it. Now the problem was that with the sophistication that they wanted with the website, it needed a much more sophisticated program. And for that to happen, it needed more funds to happen, right? And that is the time when they then met that guy, Sean Parker. Remember Sean Parker? Then Sean Parker was a connected guy who then said, listen, he had started Napster and said, listen, what I will do is that I will rope in investors. Obviously, for the investors I bring in, you must give me a chunk of the business. And basically, they brought in the funds that built the sophistication into what Facebook is now, right? So say Facebook as it is, the programming is not done by Mark Zuckerberg, right? It's done by other people who are probably better programmers than him to build the sophistication that is there, right? Now, that is what Flues needed to do. The moment they realized that, we need this site to do this, they needed to pump in money into there and not into other places, right? So basically, it's coming back to the example that I've shown you here, that unless your business is in the habit of realizing that in order for you to create capacity to grow into what you want to be, you need to have the capital flowing into the business consistently. Right. Just touching back on what we spoke about yesterday. These two sources of funding, remember we say debt or equity, which this is debt and this would be equity, have different implications. You understand? Debt, liabilities, has an implication on your NOFAT. Simply because the interest that you are paying needs to be deducted before you come to NOFAT. Make sense? Yes. Equity does not have implications on your NOFAT. Make sense? But it does have implications on your retained profit. Because you've got to pay back your investors before you can take money back into the business. Make sense? Okay, great. I think that's enough for a crash course on the balance sheet and the income statement. When we come next, after the break, we're going to do cash flows. Do you feel like you're equipped?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I have a question on Facebook.
Yes.
There's a revenue of more than 60 billion plus.
Yeah.
My question is, how does those guys make money?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Or how are they making money? You want to answer it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of the money comes from those ads you see when they advertise on Facebook. People do advertise on Facebook. Companies do advertise on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's where most of the revenue is coming from.
Yeah. Most of the revenue is coming from adverts, but most of the revenue is actually coming from another source. So remember when you join Facebook, you are typing in there. My name is John. I stay in Muzinda. I'm single. I'm now what? It's single, and then if you're someone who says you're what? Interested. Yeah, interested or married or whatever the case may be, all that data is not going into thin air. It's going somewhere where it's being stored. Okay. So Facebook is no different to Google. They are a search engine, but they are not coming out and saying, we are a search engine. That's what they are. All that data that you have, that you're putting in there every day, you say, I'm in Mauritius, click like, like this page, I like this book or whatever. All of that is showing something about your trends, your behavior, and your attitude towards something. Makes sense? Right. Now all that data, that information, what they actually are doing